Mickey, it's been an intense couple of weeks. We've come just off the back of a very tight game in the 4-day competition, but there's no rest for the wicked. We're into the T20s, and a really interesting couple of games against Leicestershire and Worcestershire, and there is still a chance of qualification.
Yeah, of course there is, and you know that's where you want to be come the end of the tournaments. It has been an intense period, and hats off to the players. You know their effort, attitude has been outstanding through this very, very tight and packed schedule. But we wanted it. It's not quite in our control because we need one result to go our way, but we can, as we've always said to the players, we control what we can control, and what we can control is two massive performances: one filled with desire, one filled with intensity, and one filled where we showcase our skills. So we have that available, and that's going to be our goal through these next two games. And hopefully Durham do us a favour on tomorrow night, because if they do, Sunday becomes a massive game, and in effect it becomes a winner-take-all, with the winner going to the quarterfinals. So that's kind of where we wanted to be, provided, of course, we beat Leicester tomorrow.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about that, because one thing we've often talked about is getting the players to play under pressure and in those big games. It's two big games now. Even the game tomorrow night is a must-win. It's great preparation for those kind of do-or-die games, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 100% it is. But these are the games you want to play. This is why you train through those dark, cold winter months, is to challenge yourself in games like this. You know, always say we don't want to just be merely making numbers up. We want to be competitors, and we want to be there right at the end of any season. We want to be the business end. We want to be looking to shake it up. So these are the challenges that present itself for us, and these are the challenges we've prepared for. So I'm really, really comfortable and happy that we'll turn in some good performances this week.
Yeah, I mean, throughout this T20 campaign, there's been some phenomenal individual performances. We'll start with the batting. Wayne Madsen, Leas Deploy have both really showed up. Wayne Madsen had a joint world record run at the start of the competition, 5 scores of 50 or more. Leas has put in a couple of really big match-winning performances. Haider Ali is also, it seems like he's got into his rhythm now. So there is firepower now, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. 100% there is. You know, and we talk about those match-winning performances. So Elias probably will sit there and say he hasn't scored the amount of runs he wanted to, but he's won us 2 games with match-winning performances, impactful performances. And those are the performances we want. I mean, Wayne Madsen's just been colossal. I mean, he's been amazing in what he's achieved. Haider's been there and thereabouts, played beautifully. We've had a couple of cameos from Harry Kane and Lewis Rees. And the one batter that I'm really comfortable and happy with, who's grown a massive amount in his roles, Brooke Guest, coming in at the back end and finishing for us. He's done a wonderful job. You know, and then we get to our bowlers. Aman Khan's been outstanding. He's showed us a class. You know, to have a bowler that gives you potentially 2 up front, 2 at the back end, or 1 up front, 3 at the back end, is just a luxury that not many teams have. Zach Chappell's been steady. Georgie Scrimshaw's been outstanding. Our spinners have bowled well. You know, Watty, McKeon and Thompson, when he's come in, has done a job. So we've gelled quite nicely as a side. But again, we're just looking for those 2 match-winning or 2 massive team performances to put us where we need to be over the next couple of days.
Yeah, and on those 2 games, well, they're both at home. Now, last year in particular, the home form was really what propelled us into the quarterfinals. How much are you hoping to kind of play on that and wanting to make this place a fortress going into those 2 games?
Well, we do. You know, home ground advantage is massive, and we do play well here. We played well here last year, so yeah, it's an advantage. But again, we've still got to rock up. So our skills need to rock up, our attitude, intensity, whatever you want. You know, you just don't rock up at home and think you're going to win. You've still got to make it happen. So we'll be reminding the players of that. But it's really nice to play at home. We get great support here. The crowd support is fantastic, and for that we're very, very thankful. So it is nice to turn in a good performance, particularly at home.
Yeah, and lastly, I know you've always said you don't just want to get to quarterfinals. Now, while there is still a chance, I suppose the message should be that it will be a relief if we get there, but that isn't the end of the line. We want to look a lot further than that.
Oh, we always do. We always do, Steve. I mean, we're certainly very ambitious. You know, one can have a look at our season so far and have we stagnated a bit? I don't know. You know, and that'll be in the wash up at the back end of the season. But we're very ambitious. You know, we don't just want to be, as I've said earlier, making numbers up. We want to be at the business end of all competitions. So that's our aim.